rip, tater chip.
You little rotten keg tapper, no name having looking ragged lame rapper. You nut hugger, butt buddy fudge packer. Okay, enough of that. My real friends call me Asher. Laughter.
Welcome to 13 Minutes, the show you just can't stop watching. I'm Paul Goon, and my guests this week are all the members of Supercorrupter.
What up?
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey.
Where are you guys from?
Akron mostly.
Yeah.
Akron area.
That's a good answer. Yeah, I don't need where you guys were all born. Thank you.
Well, when I think about the church.
EST?
I'm sorry?
EST? When were you guys established?
Oh man.
Well, Keith,
Jason knows all this.
Kyle, and myself, we've been jamming together since 98.
98, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Jason here.
I was still shitting my diapers.
We're going on 60, man. So, I mean,
Yeah, we're
Jason-
getting up there.
it's getting...
Jason joined in 2007,
That sounds about right.
and then Nate joined us in 2013?
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
around there.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't Supercorrupter.
We weren't super
The
the
whole
whole
time.
time.
We don't talk
We-
about the other.
Yeah, the early band, which has
The band
no
who
name,
shall not be named.
which shall not be named.
Okay.
Lots
And
of
then
people
when
like
Nate
that.
joined,
Dude, they were legit. They're so awesome. I wouldn't have joined if they weren't awesome.
Yeah, we were called the Ginger
yeah,
Dead
we were
Band.
the Ginger Dead Band.
Don't name your band after a pun.
It's a bad idea.
No
was a
one will ever
fantastic
take you
horror
serious.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Gary Busey. Right?
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before he went legit out of his fucking
Good old GB.
Yeah. But yeah, when Nate joined, then we switched over to Supercorrupter.
Yeah.
Like not too long after that.
Right.
Yeah, I was in a...
exhaustive name search. Took months.
Oh, yeah. I was in a band called Showboy, and then we would play with them, and one time they were like, yo, we don't have a singer. You want to come, try and get our set down in like a week? And I was like, why not, man? Let's try it. I think I studied that whole week, literally, like, just going over in my head, every song, and nailed it. It was a good...
I remember the
that's
first
right.
time you showed up to practice too, because I walk in and you were just hanging out on Jason Force. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, I looked homeless. I had like long hair, I had like a bandana on, I had a beard and everything.
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta pull up in like a dope truck like today.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, actually, I think the truck I had at the time was way cooler than what I pulled in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is a supercorrupter? I see there's like a definition for supercorrupter on your social media, maybe like Facebook.
Really?
We do?
Yeah,
This guy.
I just said we're a bad influence.
That's a good point.
Okay,
Yeah.
a bad influence.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably lots of different things.
Yeah, there was a little bit more to it, but we'll stick with that. That's a really simple version.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a Supercorrupter, I guess. I don't know.
What does supercorrupter sound like?
We sound like your favorite band.
Whatever
Whatever that is,
I
that's
think
who we
I think
are.
we're on the right track there.
I'd say,
Sexy chicks and muscle cars? I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
we've always been open to any kind of inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a lot of bands will have like they have one lane. Or, maybe,
We want
maybe
to
two
sound
lanes.
like Lamb of God.
Yeah, and we've always said like, well, no, like we want to do this song, and maybe that song is more chill,
Yeah.
and then the next 5 are just bangers, So I think
Try to mix it up.
Yeah, we're a rock and roll band.
Yeah.
No
A
doubt,
lot
no
of
doubt about
bangers,
it.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
We're a rock and roll.
I think
band.
we've kind of evolved though too. It originally started off like more rockish. I mean, definitely with our riffs, how I sang, and like as we've kind of evolved, it's become heavier.
more
lots.
aggressive.
Yeah, and there's lots of different aspects I feel that are like standing out even more that I didn't know that were there when we first started. And
Yeah.
we kind of started to meld it together and kind of know where we can take
Well,
it.
and songwriting is such an organic process anyway. So like, Jason will write a riff and it sounds like something in his head, and then I'm playing guitar on it, and then Keith's doing like a counter melody to it. So by the time that it's a finished song, it's probably 180 degrees different than what he originally thought it was going to be like.
It works well though.
It
when
does.
You guys,
Well,
the writing process,
sometimes.
you guys work together
Yeah,
well.
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, we
like
have-
anything when you are creative, there's
I
things
wonder
that
about
work
it,
well,
especially
and
with 5
there's things
of you.
that don't, right?
Yeah.
But I think we all have a part in all of our finished songs, right? It's not
For sure.
one person or two people.
Yeah, we
that
don't have like a
create-
controlling. We don't have like a Lars in the band who's
Right.
like it has to sound
Just
exactly
what
like
we're gonna
this.
do, yeah.
None of your dads involved.
No.
No, but our dad does come to all the shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good dad right there. My
Actually,
dad
it's
does
like,
too.
it's like a granddad because we're all dads. So,
Yeah,
right.
You know, it's like, I mean, I don't know.
That's always one of my favorite topics. What's like the family life mixed with band life like? Because I just do music life. There's no family. Fuck those little bastards. I can't deal with. I'd never.
All of us except Kyle here
Yeah.
have multiple kids.
multiple kids.
Yeah.
So speaking from the owner of the house we practice in, you get to sort of set aside like expectations. Like right from the start, like when my daughter was first born, it was like 2 weeks off. I was like, okay, baby, it's Thursday night. We're practicing, and you know she took my daughter to grandma's house or great grandma's house for the night. So from my perspective, it's juggling a lot of the schedule just to be able to practice. And I'm sure these guys can all speak.
A
to similar
planned
juggling.
chaos is pretty much
Yeah.
how it is. You know, you kind of have an idea in your mind of how you want it to be or how it's going to go, and you allot time for it. But there's a lot of things that get thrown in the mix. You know, there's
Chaos.
always,
I like the sound of that.
there's always something that's.
Well, a lot of you guys turn like band practice time into like play date time because you bring your kids over and they
Yeah,
it works out.
Well, they're gonna
do
start a
that.
band together then one day. That's
Right.
just a setup.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
SC Junior.
And I hope they would be more successful than you were.
Yeah.
I'm already hoping that for the kids I'm never gonna have because I'm never gonna be a success.
I mean, I think for all of us, though, we all find that this is a passion, right? We all
Oh, yeah.
enjoy doing it.
Oh, yeah.
We want to do it, and I think everybody loves that we do it,
Yeah.
right? And it's support behind us to keep doing this, even though we just do it for fun and
Yeah.
play shows and have a good time. And
And it is wildly inconvenient for them often.
yeah, it
Yeah.
can be
I mean,
inconvenient
yeah.
for them, sure.
It's like, hey, I want to do this show, and it's with this band I love.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's so and so's birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Like, well,
We gotta fly to Nana's.
I think
This
we'll make
weekend.
it.
Like, I don't know if you can do it.
yeah.
That's the toughest part is like with us everybody having kids and then vacations being planned and different things like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a planned chaos. You set out a couple dates like, hey, can we play a show here and here, like. Two of us may come back and be like, oh, we're flying to Jamaica, I can't do it. Oh, Disney's next
Wait, who's
week.
going to Jamaica?
Let's go to the third one. Okay, we'll do the third one, Then Kyle's like, I don't got any kids, but I really don't want to play that one. So then we're
just lazy.
So then we're just like, well, fuck it. We'll try a couple months from now. We'll see if it works out, Hey, let's do it.
Right.
Have you guys released any albums or EPs yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
So in 2016, we finally put out our first EP.
As Supercorrupter.
What's it
as,
called?
As Supercorrupter. That one's called Amps, Anecdotes, Annihilation.
Okay.
And then in a case of historically bad timing,
Oh yeah.
we recorded our new album last January. And Nate had one session to do vocals, actually February 29th of 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks later, everything locked down, and the guy who runs the studio was like, "Yeah, I'm not comfortable with anyone coming, so we're just gonna have to delay this." And I want to say in like the last month,
Yeah.
right? Nate was able to
Yeah,
get up
it
and,
was-
and finally sing.
Talked him into it, and I mean, we totally understand. I mean, everybody has their own thing with what's going on. It just was really tough for us. I mean, everybody tracked all the instruments and everything, and got like 4 songs done, and then it locked down, and we're just kind of like, what are we gonna do now? We're just waiting for I guess the shoe to drop so we can get back in there and finish it.
The kind of cool thing though is that like when the world is normal, you spend every week staying tight.
Yeah.
And you might have like 20 minutes, because we only practice for an hour and a half a week. That's it. And you might have 20 minutes where you can fill around with some ideas. It's not very conducive to, writing a bunch of new songs. So having everything sort of shut down on us last year, we took like 3 or 4 months off totally.
Yeah.
And then we slowly kind of got together and we just started writing. And we already have a third record basically written. So I'm hoping, like, I got some new equipment at home. Like, we're actually going to probably track it at my house and mix it at a real studio. So it's feasible we could put out our second record. You know, it's within the next few months.
And then the
It's
third
gonna be
one.
Use Your Illusion 1 and 2
Yeah.
over
It's
again.
gonna be Use Your Illusion 3 and 4. You heard me.
I think it's crazy though too because we just got tracks from what Nate recorded.
Yeah.
For an album that
Like
none
literally
of-
like a week or two.
but none of us have played them together as a band since our last
For a
show
year?
in a
For a
year.
year? Yeah.
So you hear them now, and they're like another fucking song.
Yeah.
That you haven't played or heard. It's like, oh my god, this was us.
It,
Like I forgot how to play this song. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
oh,
haven't
yeah.
played some of these
Exactly.
as a band
It-
in forever.
Dude, it was really tough going on a hiatus and not having, you know, really, as far as like your vocals and you know, what I do is like, you have to like kind of continue to keep the fire going and like, you know, keep your voice and keep, you know, what you're doing, how can I say, like active. It's almost like if you were an athlete and you would practice and practice, you know, and you bodybuild or whatever to get to where you want to be. That's kind of what you got to do with like your throat and your voice to make sure that you're continuously on par. So then like fast forward a year, you know, I haven't been able to sing these songs, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go in the studio. I finally can get in. Like, holy crap, man! I haven't played these songs in a year.
Yeah.
My voice probably sounds like a little girl. Let's rock this. Okay, so like you have like half of the first 4 that we recorded. I just sound like, you know, Satan just came in and just got on the microphone, and then like you go to like the second half, and it's like, whoa, when did Tiny Tim get here? Like, this is weird, you know. But I had to make it work. It worked out really well. It was just,
Yeah,
it was,
sounds great.
It took me more tries than what it usually does. You know, it's like, oh man, wow, I'm back in it. Like, this sucks, man. Let's get it going. You know, start hitting yourself on the chest. Do it. Do it. Bam.
And normally I like to be there when he's recording to, you know, be that moral support.
Yeah.
And I couldn't this time. Because of kids, you know, and B, because, you know, the engineer basically wasn't really excited about having extra people sitting around.
No, yeah, like I like to have him in the studio with me when I do track the vocals, just because it adds, like, I appreciate his writing style, and you know, it's really easy to bounce ideas off of him. You know, and there'll be things that I'll get stuck on. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how other people feel about that. You know, some people are just like, you know, they'll nail it out, and then there'll be songs that like I won't be able to, you know, think of exactly what I want to, you know, what's going to be best on it, you know, and then I can always look at Jason and like, hey man, like what I'm putting on here sounds like dog shit. It's like, help me out here, man. What do you got for me? Give me something. And it always comes out really, really great. You know, and he's stepped up definitely in his vocal abilities and writing. He was good before that, but I mean, he's just getting even better. He's got a side project, Bawa. And he's done vocals for that, and it sounds great, man. You know, I was like, sure you want me to still keep singing, dude? I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, you just gonna do this yourself,
Yes,
you know?
I just want to play bass and headbang. That's all I want to do.
That's legit. We can handle that.
What's the difference between Supercorrupter and other bands? Like, what sets you guys apart?
Interesting.
In your
Well,
own
that's a good
words,
one.
yeah. What do you think?
Laziness.
We are very lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't take anything too seriously.
Yeah, we don't
We've
take a
played
lot
with
too
a lot of bands that
That's-
are really proud of
That's
themselves.
exactly the best way
That's
you can
that's a
put
nice
it.
way of putting
I
it. you
mean,
know?
to me too, like Jason said earlier. I mean, we practice for maybe an hour and a half a week.
Yeah.
I mean, not to criticize us, but I mean, the music that we put out is really cool for a band that only practices for an hour and a half a week.
I can certainly
With
attest to that.
with
yeah.
maybe not all of us there.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like we all come with a professionalism, and when we play live, I think that's where it shows.
It comes together.
Right? Like we enjoy playing, and I think that's a thing. It's not a job; it's fun.
Yeah.
Right? And you should look at it as having a love and a passion for what we do,
Exactly. I would
I
say
do.
that also.
and we're also a night out, right?
No,
We
exactly.
do it for our
That's it.
kids, so it's fucking great.
I would say, like, to play off of what he's saying is that, you know, we'll have songs, or say we have like a whole set list, you know, there might be like 2 or 3 on there that, you know, we haven't even like probably practiced fully as a band together. But we'll go out and we'll do it live. But see, the thing for us is like, hey dude, suck it, you know, we're out here doing it, and like this is our second practice, so we're going and we're talking about like us playing the show, so we just like we practice on stage and continue the practice going, and eventually they get tight, and that's when it's really sweet, you know. But
that's how some of the covers have gone.
it's
like our third time practicing that song.
It's like we'll get it, you know. Oh, okay, it sounds pretty good, or oh
It's
man,
fine.
oh yeah,
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't think we sound good, then you need to drink more.
Right.
Don't get us wrong, like, you know, kudos. We have tons
We're
of
just not quite there yet.
We have tons of buddies in really great bands, and you know they're just phenomenal. And they practice.
Who are some
a
of
ton.
those really great bands? That's one of my questions on here.
Oh, yeah?
Who were some of your favorite local other friend bands?
My buddies are a band called Goose. I grew up with those guys. Jason, who plays guitar for them, he was actually in Showboy with me, and then
Sweaty Mammoth.
yeah.
The last band,
Aggressor.
Persistent
My buddies.
Aggressor.
yeah.
The last band
Death
we played
Row?
with
Death Row?
last year, So Long Albatross.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so long.
they're
Albatross.
rad.
Awesome
They're rad.
live.
They rip.
Who
Yeah.
else?
They're based out of Cleveland.
I mean,
These are
we
a
played
lot
with
of
a
these
bunch.
shout outs, yeah.
We played with a bunch of different people. I mean, one of my favorites has always
Write
been,
them down.
They're
always
up
been
for it.
Lopan. We played with them before, and they're just they're
A band maybe coming back would be Coin Monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
out of
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I was involved in the comment Facebook chat
Yeah.
the other day about bringing Coin Monster
Yeah.
here possibly.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
do that.
Yeah,
This
and
guy
I know
over here is gonna
someone
make it
like
happen.
roped me into the comments, and I was like, I'll put that show on. So
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully.
Fun fact: John Reeder actually sang on the Ginger Dead Men's last EP.
Oh,
So
that's
he's
pretty
the
cool.
guitar player, singer of Coin Monster.
way good.
I somehow leveraged all the mighty powers of the internet, and I said, John, because I knew him through some friends, you want to sing on this record? Because our singer quit, and he did it. Like, he drove all the way out from Newcastle to Cleveland twice. He wouldn't take a dime for it, and that's actually the record that Nate had a week to study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Driving around in his work truck, listening to the songs over and over and over again, and then we played the Outpost.
His vocal riffs
And it
are
was-
just phenomenal on that, man. You know, I mean, he does a really good job. He's super awesome.
I mean, there's a lot of great bands that we've played with, and it's fun playing with.
Yeah,
all these
I feel
bands.
bad because there's probably a
Hearing
million
people.
bands we're not even like naming,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, dude, you guys are total dog shit. Why'd you name? Our buddies in Inhaler, you know, they're good.
Yeah,
Old
we're
school
pretty
band
cool.
Mockingbird
Yeah,
too.
Bridesmaid.
Yeah,
Bridesmaid,
Bridesmaid's
yeah.
out of
We
Florida.
definitely had the drummer from Inhaler on here with
Yeah,
Pillars.
Oh, with
Yeah,
Pillars.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
played with
yeah.
Pillars a couple times
Yeah,
too.
Pillars.
Chad's real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anybody, if we forget you, we didn't forget you. We love you. We didn't mean to not say your name. So
Come on the show. Everybody whose name we didn't or did say.
Right.
come the
Yeah.
fuck on the show, dude.
Yeah.
We'll give you
Mention
the
us,
address.
too.
Just show up sometime.
And then don't mention us.
Yeah,
because we
honestly,
forgot to mention you.
I won't even
That's
post. That's cool. That's how we'll get business. That's cool. What's the best Supercorrupter song? Is it one that hasn't even come out yet? Is it one of the new ones?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it-
Oh,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, Cadaver Dogs.
There
I
is
love that
so
song.
many people. Like, I don't know, man. You know, I can imagine everybody has one different one.
Yeah.
What's
It's
yours?
also different.
Oh,
I mean, you have, even though you could tell it's us, I think, anytime you hear our songs, each song is different. Like Cadaver Dogs is more slower.
yeah.
It's a
Well,
slow
it
build.
starts
It's a build.
slow and then it
Right.
finishes so hard.
But the
I
same
love
thing
that
like
song.
Killing Buffalo starts slower, builds
Yeah.
up, but then other songs just come in like a sledgehammer right off the bit. I mean, it's hard to.
Yeah.
More of the sledgehammer type.
There's a tasty riff in every song, so
Yeah.
check them out.
That's my favorite shit. Like I was saying outside, sledgehammer time.
Yeah.
That's a good way to explain it. When
Yeah.
that sledgehammer smacks down, you guys turn into like whole different fucking animals.
Yeah, it
I
is.
can't wait to see that
I
in person.
think
one
you'll
day.
like the Quarantine record
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
almost all.
It's like five,
it's like straight
five
up-
just bangers, dude.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
noise rock,
Yeah.
hardcore punk.
Yeah.
Like we're just balls out on this batch of tunes.
Yeah.
Best friend forever, BFF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's on the second record. That one's coming
Yeah.
out soon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a what do you call it? I'm a newbie. Like I always like the new thing. I get tired of
the old stuff.
like I love the song. Like we wrote it. I love it. What's next? You know.
Well,
I
too, like
always
we
wanna
would,
make
we would
moves.
play songs
Spoiled.
for years before
Well,
we
yeah.
recorded them.
Yeah.
So
We-
how
we-
you hear us on a record, we've been playing the songs
Yeah.
forever. And then once we record it, we're pretty much done live. We won't play them anymore,
Yeah.
which is kind of counterintuitive because you're putting a record out, but we've already got the next batch going.
Be honest, I can't even remember like half of the songs that are on our last
Oh,
album.
yeah.
I'm like trying to
Various
think. I'm like,
beats,
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Saying the songs
That's a
now,
good one.
nobody's even heard some of these songs
I know.
except for live.
Troubles
Yeah.
afoot at the Circle
The
K.
Troubles Afoot's a great one.
That's
but
a
I'm
great
just
song.
saying, this, I'm talking about the album before this. You know, AM Standards and
Oh, yeah.
Annihilation. I can't even remember what was
Fast
on.
Fast
Times.
Times, Black
Fast
Galaxy.
Times was really
Versus the
good.
volcano.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we love it all. It's all great.
Yeah.
You should like it too. Go buy it.
I mean,
It's free.
any
free.
any
Go buy
song that we can play live and you see people in the crowd that start nodding
Yeah.
their head, like
Yeah.
that's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
Right? You're writing something that somebody else likes to listen to, which is I mean, that's art, right? Somebody else wants it.
You guys got me.
That's
I didn't
fantastic.
invite you because you were just like a band playing. I say that all the time on the show. Anyone who actually watches the show, which is only like Joe Sinkovich from Papers. Shout out Joe. Anybody who actually watches the show knows I always say that. But yeah, the people who I bring on this show are fucking good. Sometimes I watch some of these other interview shows and like, you know, some of the places that put on music, and it's kind of like, man, they're just like willing to put anybody on. And you know, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but I have a certain
Yeah, there's a level you want to see
yeah.
that.
If you're on this show, you're bringing the heat. You know, you guarantee
appreciate
That's
that.
legit. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
I
Thank
had
you
this
very
little,
much.
I don't want to talk myself up, but I'm going to actually for once.
Please do.
I had this little post the other day that shows like Shameless and Nike AirPod commercials are featuring artists that I featured a fucking year ago.
No way.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like sincerely, so you'll find good music here if you actually watch the show. Shout out to Joe.
Right on.
Are drummers the craziest members of the band?
In this band, I think Nate
No,
is the
Nate's
craziest.
the craziest member of the band.
Actually, I
Wait, what's that say about me then? Is that bad? That I should I step it up?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw him.
Man, I don't know, I get
He was like
tired.
hanging from the ceiling in Mayhalls, and you were not.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
I gotta sit and fucking play though.
Now,
Yeah.
all
Alright. Man, was sweet, man. That was, dude, I was on the stage, you know, and then I like, oh, rafters, okay, let's go across these. I'm sure people were probably like, that guy's out of his mind. And I am, it's cool.
But I think that's important for a rock band. If you're
Yeah.
gonna play live, like make it something people are gonna remember.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I mean,
But-
whether they like you or hate you, make them remember you. Like, oh yeah, I remember those guys. That like their singer was crazy. Their bass player almost hit their guitar player with his bass by accident. I mean, you know, just put a show on. Have fun.
Singer curb stomp some girl.
Oh yeah, that happened.
That's pretty goddamn intense.
yeah, that happened.
I'm
sorry to you. You
If
really
you start
drunk,
hearing sirens,
really
bro,
drunk
maybe we shouldn't
girl.
have been here.
who passed out behind me and I didn't see you. I did not mean to step on your
She
head.
just tripped on a
She
mountain.
just tripped.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
Flat.
boom crashed and burned.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
There was a time when we mentioned a girl like that. There was a band I interviewed, and in their music video, you could see a girl in the middle of the music video punch a guy in the face. It's really awesome. Like, it's a real thing. It's not like some set up scene. You know, they caught it at a bar. And that's fucking great right there. That's exactly what I hope. The girl, they commented and tagged her, and we like got to get a comment from them.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
maybe the
Oh
girl
my
who got her
God,
head stepped
no.
on is gonna fucking comment. Shout out to that girl.
Well, we'll give her a backstory. We were at Buzzman, and we ended up playing
The arcade?
in the arcade. We were supposed to, what
Yeah.
was that? We were supposed to play outdoors.
Right.
It ended up
Pouring,
raining.
Yeah.
We started like hooking up our electrical gear, and it just like torrential downpour on us. We're like, this is probably not a good idea. So we went inside and played in the arcade, which that's where it used to originally be. That's where the stage was at.
Yeah.
So we just played on the floor. It was really cool, you
Yeah, that
know.
was an awesome time.
Kind of nostalgic, you know, to go back and play in that area. And this girl, like, earlier on in the night was so smashed. Like, I seen her, like, literally eat the ground. Like, no, like, hands out, no nothing. Like, I mean, it's like something you see out of a movie, you know? Like, they get hit upside the head and it's just like... So, long story short, we started playing a show, and usually, like, by about the second song, you know, the adrenaline starts to kick in, and you get real pumped up, or at least I do, and I start, like, flailing around. Well, this girl decided to do the same thing behind me. So, as the song ramped up, I start stomping until I realized that I stomped her head. So,
It's really, we're not laughing at you.
I'm not laughing
Bizarre
at you. I
situation.
felt
That's
terrible.
crazy.
I turned around and looked down, and there she was. But like a cockroach, she popped back up like nothing had happened, and it was
Totally fine.
It was she was fine. I mean, she was cool. I didn't even ask me or like yell at me or anything like that. Why I smashed her head, but hey, thank goodness you were that wasted.
When the coke kicks in, you're
Oh,
fine.
demon, Christmas, she was having a good old time, man.
That is the best fucking band story I've
Yeah.
had. Listen, just so everybody knows, best band story fucking ever on this show. They're in the running for the Paul Green LTD Favorite Band of the Year Ever award for that happening.
The engineer actually came down, like, or the guy who was recording us, and he comes down, he's like, hey man, he's like, you guys ripped. He's like, by the way, that was a nice kick on that girl. And I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm going to jail.
Oh, you hit her good too.
Stop.
Because she fell
He
like
made it a
right,
point to be like, man, you stomped her pretty good, man.
she fell right in front of me as I was playing, and I mean, you hit her. You connected.
It was like kick starting a dirt bike, you know? Wham! Like, whoa! Thank goodness. Thank goodness she was all right.
I know when I usually kickstart a dirt bike, I do it in a woman's face.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Maybe you should wrap it up. Oh my god.
Shed a small tear in here.
I do have one last fucking great question from you guys, which I'm hoping is going to result in more great answers. If you guys were going to have a movie about Supercorrupter, who would play the five of you? And, as a dual side to the question, if it was going to be like an Eddie Murphy, Mike Myers type joint where one person played all five of you, who would it be?
Oh, that is priceless. What a question. Don't look at me.
Well,
You guys could just answer one of them if you wanted.
Nate is a gorgeous, gorgeous man, so I think it would have to be some A-level
Like
top
Val
tier
Kilmer.
dude. Yeah.
Young
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
You are
Kilmer.
showing your age here
Yeah.
so bad.
We're old
Like I
men.
said, we're 60 anyways.
Poor
But
Kyle, dude.
Val Kilmer.
I want to be
Thomas
played.
Selleck?
No.
The Iceman.
I want to
Wow.
be played by Matt Damon, and his only line in the movie. His only line in the whole movie is Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Jason.
Oh God, who could I be?
You.
Seth Rogen?
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be good. That would be good. I was going to say
I can see
Snooki.
You want Snooki to play?
Yeah.
What does that say about you? looking
Snooki
at
white
me?
down
That's weird.
down.
What, Keith?
I don't know. I think
Oh.
I think more for you it should be like Simon Pegg.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think so.
absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know. Edward Norton. I don't know.
Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg's
I can be quiet and brooding.
If Simon Pegg's in it, then we gotta have Nick Frost.
Right.
I could be Nick Frost.
Yeah, Nick Frost.
You could be Nick.
I could be
Okay,
Nick
it's
Frost.
a package.
That'd
It's
be
past it.
All right, so
like
then
fucking better.
Somebody pick it up. Buy the rights.
one actor that has to play all of us.
All of us.
Is it Freddie Prinze Jr.? Is that the clear
yeah.
answer?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
No, there's gotta be.
Vanderbeest?
Son. Somebody.
Yes. Yes. I can see it in all of you.
But how about when Jack Black played all the people?
Yeah,
that
Jack
were
Black.
in
All right, there you
Shrine
go.
of Thunder.
Jack
Right? He
Tenacious
played all those
D?
characters.
I mean, dude,
yeah,
he
he
would.
could play all of us.
So
Sure.
good.
On that note, I'm Paul Goon. Really big shout out to Soundman Drew. He doesn't get enough credit.
Thanks, Drew.
They are Supercorrupter. We might not have any more episodes this season.
Yep.
Their loss.
Play flute, road crew shit. If you can't be used, well, then I guess you're useless. Ulysses S. Grant. We should start a